for the 99 in the 2000s. Girl, you look good, want you back that ass up. You a big fine woman, want you back that ass up. Girl, who was you playing with? Back that ass up. Girl, who was you playing with? You was a big fine woman, want you. Welcome to the I Can Explain That podcast, the only podcast where we go through each other's search histories and private, and we just invade people's privacy from their search histories to their opinions and thoughts. We want to know. We want to know if you can explain that shit. I am one of your hosts, Chris Bazemore. To my left,
I'm Chris Reiter, and I love and hate that song.
Really? What?
I love the song, but if you listen to the song, Juvenile is just rhyming the word "yeah" with "yeah."
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm
gonna do that yeah, but that yeah, and that yeah, and that yeah. It's awful. It's fucking awful. I know you're better than that, Juvenile.
No one listens to that song. Just PSA. Yeah, no one's listening to that song for the lyrical
cognac and a cigar. I'm like, this is not bars.
It doesn't take me away. I'm still in this very same place. No, we're not looking at Juvenile on Nas's level. And I don't think he was even, when he was writing that song, which I can't believe that he didn't write the years. I'm missing something. But then when the bag, yeah. Huh? I think we on to something. All right, gag, yeah, bag, yeah. All right, I think we get. I'm going in the booth. I don't think that's what happened. Briefly, before I get into why I started that, I wanted to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Random as shit. What is the ideal date for a man?
The ideal date for a man, like gay dudes?
No, like any kind of man.
I don't know. I would think it's the same as for women. I wouldn't think there'd be a difference.
I had a woman ask me recently. She was like, "I want to take you out. I want to know. Like, I want to know what's where should I take you?
I want to know what turns you on."
It had me thinking, like, yo, what the fuck is a good ass date for? Like, what? Because when she put me on the spot, I was like, I never thought about what would, like me being taken out, what would be.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't like that at all.
You wouldn't like a woman paying for you?
No. I don't like anybody paying for me.
Nick, you had me pay for a couple drinks before.
You owed me drinks.
That's still paid.
That's paying back. That's different. Okay.
Oh, you want your money back. You don't want
out for a guy, I don't know. I don't know. No. So I feel like the typical answer would be like, go baseball game or some bullshit.
So I went online to see like I was like, so yourtango.com, and 15 men revealed their idea of a perfect date.
Okay.
Sex. Nah.
Blowjob. 15 guys.
15 guys just scream out blowjob.
Blowjob.
This is the quickest article read ever. It says take to the open road.
Like a road trip?
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. Read the room. People just on their own road trips together don't end up well.
I'll be honest. Before, I'm fine with a road trip. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, I like driving.
But that sounds like that's a lot for a first date. You just met this girl and y'all driving.
I never said first date. I just said date.
Oh,
first date adds a whole nother different pressure.
Sure. Okay, this is ideal date.
Yeah, this is just your ideal date as a dude.
Interesting.
Still nothing. I still have nothing. I think it's still blowjob for me.
Don't cater to me. We'll decide mutually what to do.
And then the second one says, channel your inner child, build a fort.
That's...
It says...
Like, I get it, but like it's a weird... It's unique.
Who was this man who said that?
Y'all want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. That's
I've never been hugged before. I got daddy issues. Cuddle up with a movie.
Simple is always good.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Watch a game and snuggle up.
I see cook something.
Cook something is always cool.
I feel like he answered that one. That's sort of like he's answering that question because he thinks that's what he thinks women want to hear.
Yeah. And then battle each other in video games. Yo, that's not bad.
That guy's honest. He's being honest.
Yeah.
Fuck everything. Let's play Call of Duty.
And if you lose, I get a blow.
And if you win, I'm going to be very mad. Because I take this game very seriously.
As you can see from my racing chair. Motherfucker got the 2 screens. You're just playing me. Why you got your headset on?
You're just mashing buttons.
Oh, I'd be so mad when women used to beat me and they would just mash buttons. I'm trying to do moves. I'm sitting there trying to get over here, and she's just and it's doing like the
finish him.
And you just look. You don't even have to know if or to go to the pause menu and figure out how to do the finisher, which never really works. You do that and then don't finish the person.
No.
And you wind up just punching them in the ribs. So that was another one. Watch tutorial videos. Cheap recipes. As it goes back to cooking.
Okay.
Rent a free movie. That
is it renting?
Who is saying these things?
Let's log in my Crackle. Let's Joe Dirt too.
Have a picnic. I think that's the same thing. Guy thinking a woman wants to hear that. Right. Check in a local drive-in movie.
Now that's unique, but why would that be perfect date? Like, nothing about these are unique. Some of these.
Spend some vinyl.
What do you mean? Like learn to DJ?
Yeah, that's only dating like Kid Capri and Dougie Fresh and shit. Check names off your check names. That's what all right, that's a good date for me. Check items off your bucket list.
That's cool.
But I think it's just gonna be like, have a threesome.
Right.
It's gonna go.
Just blowjob in different places.
Yeah. Let's go on a road trip to a drive-in and you just blow me the whole time and get in the bed.
These all kind of sucked. There wasn't anything special about them. I thought the one that was just simple, like movie thing.
I think my perfect date would probably be something like taking a drive, going to like a random restaurant somewhere, like driving nowhere, like listening to a bunch of music on the way and just like stopping at like a random restaurant somewhere and doing that, then going home and mashing buttons.
My perfect date would be in the fall or winter.
Okay, this nigga got specific. Yeah. All right, my
because in my date, it's an early on date. Because like I feel like once you date long enough, you don't really have dates anymore. Y'all just go out.
Yeah, just do shit together.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of date like I'm still getting to know the person. So my perfect date would it's fat guy weather.
Same.
And just a walk through a park. We both got a coffee. We're chilling. We're people watching. We're kicking it, getting to know each other. Simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Fine with that too. Or blowjob. Like that.
Oh, yeah, and then you can blow me somewhere in the park.
While I'm drinking my coffee.
Yeah.
And reading the paper.
You know what I hate, though?
What?
I don't know if you ever had museums.
I did see
Those are the worst fucking dates.
I seen one of the articles I looked up. It did say museum.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
It was like find something that he's into and do that. Like find a museum of a thing that he's interested in. I was like, there's no museums for staking blowjobs. Like, I don't know what museum.
Yeah, we're going to drive to Canton, Ohio and go to the Football Hall of Fame. Otherwise, it sucks.
And even that is fine.
Like I think Pete Holmes said it. Like everyone just, when you're in a museum, you just don't want to appear stupid. So you just play this game in your head that's, how long do I look at this thing before I can walk away and they think that I understood?
Yes.
And I hate museums where they don't have like the little plaque. Because if it's art, if you don't say what the fuck it is in the plaque, I don't know what art is just expensive garbage to me.
I went on a date to a museum once, and it wasn't even a museum, it was a gallery.
I honestly don't know the difference.
Well, it was more like this local
just
artist
art? Okay.
And shit. And he's like, this is my friend's thing. So I was like, fuck, I'm suckered it. Yeah. And so I had to go. And I went.
Your friend fucking sucks.
And then like became a part of the night where like he was like looking at, like he was explaining his artwork, and then he gets to this one thing and he goes, so how do you guys feel? And I don't know why this nigga looked at, I guess because I was the tallest. So he goes, you, sir, I'm curious to know your opinions on this. And in my head, I was like, just 4 lines, bro. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Like, I think you went through someone's garbage and you had a hot glue gun. That's what I think.
And I had to make some shit up. Like, I was like, well, I think this represents like the society as a whole and like classism. Because when you think about the hierarchy, the red is always above. Like, I said some stupid shit like that. And he was like,
I would have shit my pants.
I did. When I tell you, he looked at me and was like, wow. I thought I was the only one who could see that. I was like, everyone was like, wow. Like, everyone looked at me like I was the smartest one. And I was like, don't ask me no more other things. Because I'm just going to say that same shit again. Right. I pulled that out my ass, and I really don't feel like I said it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said a line from like a movie. It was at that moment where I was just like, why the fuck? She gave me vagina.
I was gonna say you get pussy.
I did.
You
because I
came in the clutch.
And
on
I think
that
that was the reason I got some pussy. And then she was like, "What you gonna do?" And I'm like, "Watch the Rams game." And she was like, "That's not the same person." But that was just a thing, the real brief tangent. But I think the thing I really kind of want to talk about, well, I think we should talk about as black people, all right, is, you ever heard of TED Talks?
Yeah.
What is a TED Talk to you? What does that mean?
Jay-Z's 444 album.
Your mother? She's a nice lady, but she raised a terrible son.
I'm all right.
If you put on shades after that, oh my God! Oh, I hate you! Oh, I hate you so much. I never hated a person so much. Oh! like, I'll be honest with you. If I was in a war and they was trying to hype me up and it was like, shoot that guy with the shades, I'm like, yeah, no, fuck that guy. Just point every missile at this guy. Like, I don't care. I hated that.
That felt good.
Did it really?
It did.
That hurt my core.
Boy.
So
what was your question?
What's a TED Talk to you?
It's just like someone giving like a brief dissertation. Basically, it's like you're giving like a PowerPoint presentation on
at its highest
subject.
scale.
And it's usually by like a SME, what we call a subject matter expert.
A SME? Well, I just call him an expert. Of a particular expert or something.
Yeah. Same. I mean, like you wouldn't have like like Elon Musk giving a TED Talk on
technology,
having a giant head, or technology,
having a big head. I would like that one more.
Yeah, having an accent that no one can quite pinpoint. That would be his TED Talk. Yeah,
because I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, yo, he's Ukrainian. Then other times I'm like, I think the nigga from the Bronx. I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't
Where
know.
the fuck is he from?
Mars, nigga. That's literally SpaceX. He is a Martian, son.
Yes.
This nigga is not from here. Yes, I agree. I've always looked at TED Talks personally as like prestigious. You know what I mean? To do it, you gotta be someone or know something or whatever. Like you gotta be like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like someone of that.
That's his name.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. You fucked up a vowel in there somewhere.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
I went to public school. I don't expect to get a TED Talk. So in my defense, I'm dumb. But I expect like experts. So there was recently one, and it was news about this like months or so ago. But I'm not in the TED Talk streets. But it finally dropped yesterday. From when we were recording this, and Lizzo did a TED Talk. So I'm like intrigued because I'm like, all right, what will Lizzo talk about? I know Andrew Schultz did one. It was about comedy.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm thinking her shit would be about like flute playing and
the clarinet, or whatever she plays.
Flute. I said it.
I thought it was a clarinet.
This whole time.
But okay.
No one plays the clarinet.
I don't know the wind section. Not a music guy.
You called the horn section? It's the woodwind.
Didn't I say wind?
Oh, I thought you said
I didn't say
horn.
woodwind. I don't know. You have to run it back. I might have said horn.
But it don't matter. So I'm thinking it's going to be something about that. But little did I know, it's actually about twerking, my nigga.
Huh.
Do we consider her an expert of twerking? That's number one.
I'm Professor Lizzo, and twerk school is now in session.
Well, she is.
She is a twerker.
She's a twerker, and she's probably the most accomplished person who twerks.
Probably not.
Who else? Who else could fit in that bucket?
I'm pretty sure Oprah twerked at some point in her life. If you think Oprah not in that big ass mansion trying to twerk,
The most accomplished person who is somewhat known for twerking.
I would her Cardi B. I mean, this is everyone on Love and Hip Hop. All of them.
I said accomplished, not just talking reality stars. Like Lizzo's a very
because she got Grammy. She has a Grammy or a
Right.
couple actually. I think. Her or Cardi B is the one. No, Beyonce.
But not see that the
Beyonce is very much accomplished.
very. I know, but like, is she known for twerking? Is she known for fucking like? But I'm talking like the fucking like.
She's transcended
Like
twerking.
Atlanta strip club fucking cheeks clapping twerking.
I think when she first started, kinda.
No, when Destiny Child when there was like 4 of them instead of 3.
Not that far back. When LaToya was still in it?
Yeah.
That's a deep cut. No.
Then when?
I would say Bootylicious era.
There was no twerking in Bootylicious. Seen the video many times.
Ew.
What, man? It was MTV. That video was always on. You know who's in the fucking video? Not Nikki Sixx. What's her name? Fucking Landslide.
I don't know who that is.
From Fleetwood Mac. And the landslide. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anywho, so she gave her dissertation on twerking.
Okay.
And
I don't quite find her an expert, though.
I don't either. I think she does it and she's fine at it. But I don't know. When I think of expert, I think of like Atlanta strippers. I think of women who, make money. This is their...
Right, but they're
This
not
is how they
known on a
make it.
large level. You know what sucks is that Miley Cyrus is probably known more for twerking than Lizzo, and that's what's shitty.
No, don't ever call that twerking. That
Or
is
like who was like when Vine was up? She was just like
long back ass.
Lizzie Pantera, whatever the fuck her name is, like one of those. But I feel like Lizzo's not. She's well known and she's sort of somewhat known for twerking.
I wouldn't call her an expert.
Right, that's just an odd thing.
That's an odd thing. But anyway, she was talking about twerking and she was talking about how it helped her love herself.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
How did it help her love herself?
Well, she feels like when she gets up in the morning, it's a good morning routine almost.
To twerk?
Yeah, you get up, you shake your ass, and then you move on with the day. She said it gave her self-love to the point where she's like looking at herself like, ooh, Lizzo, you actually sexy. Not even like looking at herself as in like, oh, you know what? I should love my body. She's looking at herself like, bitch, you can get it from me.
Okay. How?
You gotta ask Lizzo. Okay. Yeah. But she says the act of it makes her just feel good.
Okay.
And I think, Deion Sanders said it best. He was like, if you look good, then you feel good. And if you feel good, then you play good. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel good, then you play good. Right? So if she feels she looks good by twerking,
sure,
it's going to make her feel good, which will make her outlook on the day be better, I guess.
I get that.
Versus not. How you feel about that?
I mean, if that works for you, sure.
Would you prescribe? Let's say you had a child,
mm-hmm.
and your child was sad or whatever. Would you be like, hey man, well Lizzo twerks and it make her feel good?
I mean, try it, I guess. Try twerking.
Would you prescribe that?
If their sadness is rooted maybe in physical appearance or how they look, how they think they're perceived visually, if maybe twerking makes you feel like you look good in the mirror, get them cheeks clapping.
I guess. I mean that's how I feel. I mean before we go though.
So if you were sad,
would I twerk? No. If I'm twerking, it's a lot that went wrong. A lot of things.
It's just you with yourself. You just in the mirror.
A lot of things happened that I don't think I've ever even tried to twerk. Like, it's just not a thing.
Oh, you ain't living.
You tried to twerk before?
I twerk. Oh, that's my go-to. Boy, shit, yeah.
Don't put an accent on when you do that.
I
don't think St. Louis claims that right there.
Twerk, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oddly enough, you know that twerking started, they say, comes from bounce music. That's something I looked up. Wikipedia says it, so I got
bounce music, which is where?
Like Big Frida, and that's in New Orleans.
Huh.
Yeah.
Twerk music or twerking?
Twerking, the art of twerk, the act.
Started in...
They say that's when they first started to see it. Well, I think mainstream.
Oh, okay. See, I think mainstream is one of those fucking appropriation things where, like, mainstream, that's why I said Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
That's when those Midwestern mothers who'd never even heard of twerking was like, what's she doing?
Moving her back.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because it was like, how does this bitch just move her back like
Yeah.
that? It was weird. When I was looking at the thing, she did say at one point that it came from Africa and showed these women dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, it was good. I was like, if we was doing that, and it was like it was a way of showing that they were ready to,
Like a mating call?
in a way.
Interesting.
And I feel like twerking is still a mating call. Like, oddly enough, twerking is weirdly still a mating call. It went from being like a real, like, I'm doing this
fertile
thing. Yeah. To now being like you can get it tonight.
Sure. I know some girls will use it, though, and it's just like, it's a...
For evil.
I guess. It's just attention seeking. But sometimes it's got a spectrum. Twerking has a spectrum, I would say.
Why is twerking such a deep
There's
topic?
twerking classes, like exercise class, like boot camps.
Is that would you consider that to be like appropriation if it's taught by
A white? Yeah, because you're monetizing it. You're monetizing someone else's culture.
Yeah.
That'd be like me fucking teaching you how to be a samurai or some shit.
First of all, I want to see how you do that.
Appropriating.
That'd just be a funny thing to see. On that note, appreciate you guys for listening. Appreciate you guys for watching. As we always say.
Out.